No worse shit.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching the Daily Drift. Whew. Man. This is gonna be an interesting day. So guys, sometimes things don't always go like you planned them. This entire weekend I was planning on working on the cars, and I had all these projects and video ideas and everything I wanted to do, and I just couldn't do them. Mainly because, well, it's raining outside. It's been raining the whole time, and it's really hard to film outside, you know, because of the camera. I can't, like, get it completely soaked, and some of these things are just, it's not safe to do when it's raining and thunderstorming and flash flooding, so I had to postpone it. And yesterday was just not the best of days for me, but today's better. I'm on my way to the gym, and hopefully that'll help boost my moods a little bit. But also, after the gym, I'm going up to see my brother Tyler, who you might remember from our last Drift event. He's got the little red Miata. This is Tyler's Miata right here. This poor baby. If you guys remember how beautiful this thing was, it ain't like that no more. Had a little bit of a boo-boo back here. The boo-boo fest. Yeah. It's a little bit sad, but you know, it is what it is. Well, I'm going to help him put a roll cage in it. It's just one of the bolt-on ones. It's a bully dog or bulldog or whatever it's called. I don't even know what it's called, but it's a little bolt-on roll cage. I'm gonna help him put that on, so at least we have something. And yeah, sometimes I find, like, when I'm not doing well and if I'm just not in a good mood, if I get a chance to work on something, I typically start to feel a little bit better. So that's what I'm gonna do today. So I'll see y'all in a bit. All right, so we made it out here, and we're gonna help Tyler put his roll bar on his little red Miata. So I got all my tools. I got these parts that we needed from Home Depot, and we're getting this sucker ready to go on. So we're just gonna go ahead and get all this stuff pulled off and get it ready to put the roll bar in. Alright, so next we're just going to remove this bolt here. It's just for the seatbelt harness, real easy, and then we'll move on to the next. So there's this little paper washer thing on the back, and that's what holds the bolt in. You just got to grab it with your finger and pull it out. But I think once we get the carpet out, this should work a lot better. Well, we can pull this carpet right now. Yeah, look at that. Now we can at least see what we're going to be cutting on. Okay guys, so what we have here is we have a line that I drew where that back plate sets. The problem is it was hitting up here. So in order to get it to fit, I'm going to have to move this mark that I have back by about 2 inches, and then that's where we're going to cut the square to mount the plate, because it has to go down in here. So in order to get it down in there, we got to cut a hole up there. So that's what we're going to do. So if you look there, we're measuring the distance here. It's about 2 3/8 an inch, and that's what we're going to add to our cut. So all I did here is I took the mark that was here and I moved it up 2 3/8 to here, and then we're going to cut our square out here with the Dremel, and we should be good. Okay, so now I got my general square of where we're cutting. I'm just going to take a Dremel and cut that out. Here we go. Ah, there we go. I got that. What was that? Ah, something on the, look at that. Alright, so I just got that little metal fatigue. Ah, come on, motherfucker. Come on, motherfucker. I don't want to touch it because it's hot. Ah, little piece of shit. Come on, bitch. Get over there. Ah, almost there. It's so close. I wonder if I can touch it now. There we go. Whew. Got it. So here's the finished product after we finished cutting both sides. Took a little bit longer than we expected, but it came out pretty good, I think. So for some reason on these ones, unlike Austin's, the computer is behind the passenger seat. I don't know if it's a change they did in 94, but it's in the way of the bar. So we had to remove that. One thing is, back here, there's a wire that runs behind here, and we gotta move it in front of the bar. So we're gonna move this wire, and we gotta put it up on top of here, because otherwise it's gonna be crushing it. So we gotta find a way to squeeze it up and on top, because we got a bolt that's gotta go through here, but we don't want that wire crushed by this. It's the same thing on that side over there. So guys, it's a bit later, and I'm running out of time, but we made some progress. There's a few things I gotta still tighten up, and I'll show you real quick. So when you're looking in here, you can see we got the bar, we got it kind of set up, but one of the problems was the seat belts. So our seat belt situation, if you're having our problem, we couldn't get this to fit. So in order to get this thing to fit, what they say to do is you got to drill out these rivets or cut them off and remove this bracket, because that's going to hold that in place, and it's also going to get bolted up here, so it'll be fine. But that's what we got to do to clear this, so that way we can get the bar to fit flush. So that's what I'm going to do next. So guys, all I'm doing here is I'm using my drill with a 1/8 drill bit, and we're just going to drill these holes out. All I'm doing now is I'm bending this bracket off where I got those rivets out. Just pulling them suckers off. See? There we go. And then we pop these little suckers out. And bam. So now it's got space to where we can fit it, and it's not going to hit the roll bar. So if you're looking in there, we managed to get this thing bolted up, and because we cut those brackets, there's a little bit of mobility. So we moved it over, and now there's room, but this thing's still really tough to get up, and it doesn't like to retract, so that's kind of a problem. They say you can like grind up here a little bit. We didn't do anything like that because we didn't want to risk it, and eventually we're just going to put harnesses. So for right now, that's going to be good. So I think that's pretty much all I'm going to get done today. I got the bar in for the most part. We just didn't get the plates or the holes drilled, so we just have to drill some holes down here. We got to drill the holes down there to put the plates on, which go under here, which we'd have to remove the tire and all that, and I just don't have time to do it tonight. But not bad. It still looks pretty good. It's going to be nice once it's done, so that way he can go to the track. So I think this will be pretty nice, just because it's going to give him the opportunity to go down, and if he ever gets to go into Class B, he'll be able to go and do that and actually, you know, take this thing around the course instead of just sitting in the skid pad. So I'd say it's a win for today. We're going to get it finished up, so looks pretty good. But I'm going to get this heading out of here. My camera's about to die, and I'll see y'all later. It's going to be nice when it's all said and done. So if you look there, you can see that this thread is literally going in cockeyed. We're going to go to Lowe's or Home Depot or wherever. I'm going to go run there real quick and go pick up a set of hardware that's not garbage. So it costs about 20 bucks. And you know, I mean, 20 bucks isn't bad for some really good hardware that's grade 10. I mean, considering this is supposed to be saving your life in a rollover, I mean, it's $20 versus trusting this grade 6 really shitty Chinese made bolt. I mean, if you ask me, 20 bucks is totally worth it, but, you know, what am I to say? I mean, I'm not a professional, but that's what we're gonna do.